Hello divine souls, and welcome to a timeless collective general message for my YouTube collective. To start with, I would just like to burn some Palo Santo to open the space and of course to cleanse the space, to assist with any of the messages that want to come through. As always, I would like to call in the Most High, the Mother, the Father, and the Source within to assist with the insights, the clarity, the confirmation, and illumination that may be brought through my channel to assist those who wish to receive for their journey, of course, for their highest good and nothing but their highest good, however it may be bestowed upon them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashe. Alrighty, let's get into your message. So I do have my traditional Rider-Waite deck today. I absolutely love using the original, but you know, it's just mainly because it's a classic. But as always, I just want to remind you that as it is a general message, to please do take it as it resonates, and if it doesn't, please do leave it behind for the next person who it may be for. And a reminder as well that I do have a higher level of communicating this energy, as I am an empath and I do channel through the energy, not just the symbolism through the cards that come through for the reading. So please do keep an open mind so that you can receive however it needs to be for you today. One fell on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna take the first one that I saw as the first card. Alright, so let's get the last two cards and see what you need to know with this reading today. Beautiful, and those are the cards pulled for today's reading. Okay, we have the Five of Wands on the crown and third eye. We have the King of Wands on the throat and heart chakra. We have the Seven of Pentacles on the solar plexus and sacral, and we have the Three of Wands on the root chakra. Ooh, lots of wands energy, lots of action energy, lots of, you know, passionate energy coming through here. So it does feel like, starting this reading off, we have the Five of Wands on the crown and third eye. You have been going through this interesting, I feel like it's kind of this battle of trying to reach the top. And I don't mean that in like a, I mean, it does feel a little egotistical in the sense that you're kind of going at it with your ego a little bit at the moment, where there is a lot of friction that is coming up. And this could be good friction in the sense that you're needing this, these times of being challenged to actually push you into deciding what you actually want to listen to right now and what is actually going to push you in the right direction. Because it does feel like it, you know, yes, it's multiple people, but I feel like this is just the multiple aspects of you within your own inner world that may actually be coming through, that you know, maybe kind of going back and forth with, kind of, you know, debating certain energies of what you should do, how you should do it, you know, kind of that sense of just, you know, still figuring out who you are and who you want to be through your conscious mind, and knowing where your true self lies within that. You know, there is a sense of you finding the clarity through this kind of, I want to say, just the battle you've needed to, you know, go through, the upheaval of having your mind really show up with a lot of different kind of energies that you're now realizing as well. It's not just your energies in the sense that, you know, even though I said it's not different people, it's just in the sense of different aspects of who you used to be. So the old versions of who you are showing up in this current moment in your mind and your third eye. And it's kind of been, you know, really, I want to say you just kind of be bouncing back and forth of, am I this version? Am I that version? And you're really starting to decipher that. And I do feel like this is the advice of, you know, you choosing to find where are you, the real you, in all of that kind of craziness and chaos of the different aspects of who you may have been in the past. And that's coming up now for you to decide where you're at, where you want to be, who you want to become, because you're at this point of decision making of actually standing either in your true power or repeating, you know, potentially cycles that you've already been through and have, you know, experienced already, but may happen again if you don't find the ability to balance out different aspects of who you were to change and evolve into the one you actually want to be. And that may also be you working out who that is for you right now, and that's okay. Everybody has their process in seeing, you know, who are you really without all the BS that may have been. I feel like kind of this sense of like just all this chaos and just kind of being clutched onto you. It's you're really deciphering, getting all that off of you and realizing, okay, who am I really without all of this stuff that's been, you know, kind of holding on to you, that, like I said, just a lot of this past energy of just who you used to be, and really coming out from that and letting go of those parts of yourself that weren't letting you progress forward in your desired reality. And this is why I say, like, your throat and heart chakra, your King of Wands energy is really showing that you're ready to embrace that. And it is like I said, it is a process and a challenge of you actually deciding what that is. And be patient with yourself when it comes to that, please, Divine Soul, because it is not, you know, it's not something that everyone figures out instantaneously. There are moments where you're like, this is a part of what I want to do, who I want to be, and those are beautiful glimmers. But you have to also acknowledge that there will be triggers that show you the parts that you don't want to be anymore, and that's okay. You just have to move through it as beautifully and as patiently as you can, because the King of Wands is saying you're ready to be your confident, truest self. If you're ready to show that within your heart, and you're ready to speak up with that truth in your throat chakra, because you've thought about what that would look like, and you're still trying to decipher how that is, but your heart and your throat is ready to be that and just project that into the reality. And it is a sense of you having to actually filter out the stuff that was just not you anymore. And you are going to be able to stand tall and stand proud in your power, because you're actually acknowledging where you may have not been going correct for your own path in the you know, experiences you've had. But now you're acknowledging that, you know, if you do stand proud in what you feel is true to you, then you can just, you know, kind of effortlessly take this journey with a proud energy that you are just simply being you. And even if someone was to dislike that, you're very confident in who you are, that you'll keep expressing yourself anyway, because you know it's all from your truest heart and your truest core of love. And that's kind of this energy of you having an open heart space to be you, without the, you know, sense of criticism that other people may, you know, project onto you, which is just going to happen in this 3D world. A lot of people don't understand themselves, so how are they possibly ever going to understand you, Divine Soul? Be open-minded to understanding that the right people will never get confused by your energy, because they will see it, resonate with it, and they'll move with it as they need to, okay? And that's not to say that, you know, you're gonna get like people who dislike you a lot, but it's just a common thing that when you are in your power, people who aren't will feel a little like, whoa, you're shining too brightly for me, because they can't shine themselves. And that's okay. They have their process and their path and their time. You just bestow as much love as you can towards them, and, you know, allow them to progress as they need to. So going into the Seven of Pentacles, it does feel like you've been laying these foundations down, as I said, really taking the journey towards making sure that this is something that you want to grow. And you may be a little bit impatient, which is why I probably mentioned this earlier. Your sense of energy in the solar plexus and sacral chakra is kind of like, where is the results of the foundations you've been you know, planting, Divine Soul? It does have a process, and the more you just tune into who you want to be without, you know, having to get convoluted within the results of that, will actually assist you in just simply understanding that there is beauty in allowing what needs to grow just to grow as it needs to. You know, I feel like all the time you're kind of just sitting there staring and watching the progress, and you're like, is it happening yet? Is it happening yet? And then you kind of pull back, and then you stop looking at it for a moment, and then it starts growing. And you're like, why? It's because you've taken your attention and your focus off of it. And you've been able to give it space to just grow as it needs to. And it's kind of like that idea of just move away from your expectations, let them be surrendered to the universe, to spirit, to whoever it is, as you resonate as the eternal source within and without. That surrenders, that supports us when we surrender, because you are actually guiding yourself through this. It may be challenging, because you may not have someone who's like telling you how this is going to work, and not many of us do have people who are like, this is going to work. You just have to know that if you keep supporting yourself and you keep finding that joy and confidence to do what you do from your heart as you stand in your confidence, you will find the progress will come, and you will see the reward come through when it is divinely timed, okay? So don't doubt your ability to, you know, actually progress in the direction you're wanting for yourself, because you have the genuine potential when you actually just surrender to experience, to just having fun with it, to just exploring what it could be like, and knowing that, you know, you may learn something that you never did before. Whether that be perceived as good or bad is up to you, but you get to make that choice as you choose, because this is some beautiful positive energy of you actually gaining momentum in the direction you're wanting for yourself. And the throat chakra energy is very prevalent, like the blue, and these cards are showing up for me a lot. So I am seeing that you're about to really magnetize a lot of what you want through your throat chakra. One, by expressing it, one, by just speaking your truth, and two, knowing how to communicate clearly without feeling, frightened or scared about how that's going to look. Because the more that you invest into yourself and your truth, the more the universe is like, you know what you want, you know what you're attracting in, so it has every ability to actually follow that frequency and vibration towards you. Now, the root chakra, we have the 3 of Wands. You are ready to take that journey. You are ready to take that adventure. The fact that he is wearing red in that particular imagery is also supporting the fact that you are ready to take that walk. If you really are, aligned with your heart's desires and your heart's truths, you will be able to see that the path will simply unfold as you take it. The more that you just kind of stare out the path, looking at it, thinking, yeah, that looks like what I want to do, the more you're kind of just pausing on the actual experience. All right, so when you actually do take this journey, because the 3 of Wands is you still kind of being like, okay, I'm about to take it, but there's a long journey ahead, there's a long road ahead, you're kind of getting caught up in the potentials. This energy is really asking you, are you prepared to simply just walk the path without knowing what is yet to come, and what maybe hills, mountains, valleys you may need to walk through, as metaphorically as I speak, I mean the trials and tribulations of life, of just up and downs that you just don't know are always going to come, but you just have to be able to center yourself so that no matter what does happen that could potentially shake you off your shoes, or I don't know, there's a saying out there, I'm sure, but kind of shake you around, you're in this ability to just kind of be like, nope, I can recenter and I can find my way through no matter what experience tries to kind of show that maybe you're feeling unstable. But the more that you actually just take the steps, the more you actually get to experience within it and actually enjoy the process of the fact that life isn't a straight line. The experiences of life and the journeys of life are not a straight line. They do not go like this, they go like this, and you kind of gotta just be open to the prospect of what that means for you, and know that that's the beauty of just allowing it to show you what you need to see within yourself, because really that's all the journey is seeking a newer and bigger understanding, and an ascended understanding of who you truly are and how you want to represent that in this lifetime, depending on if you feel there is a mission, or if you just feel called to be someone who is authentically you and share that with the world. That is completely up to you how you choose to project that into the world. But your light is something that will actually assist in just however it needs to. So keep doing what you're doing, keep progressing. Just remember that patience is key, and it will help you as you move through. So I have got the Secret Language of Light Oracle to help with this particular reading, to see what kind of spiritual advice or just assistance you may need from this deck. As I said that, 2 cards flipped out. So let's see what they were. Beautiful. I want to get one more. I feel like that's right. That feels right. One more card, please. And one just slipped out. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. All right. So we have nothing has gone wrong on underneath the 5 of Wands and the King of Wands. We have alignment in the middle, which is under the King of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. And to end, we have Visa Pisces. I can't remember how to pronounce this properly. But if I'm not wrong, I remember this energy being like an alignment energy. Anyway, I'll get into that after I go through the first 2. But nothing has gone wrong is definitely this energy of, like I said, you kind of having this inner conflict about the different aspects of you, and you're going back and forth and trying to figure out, why is this happening? It is all the upheaval that is needed so you can decipher through that where you want to go. Your clarity is needed through this, but a reminder that your balance is there and duality is there. That yes, there will be light and dark aspects of you. That is completely normal. We are in the 3D, a world of duality. So it's just a reminder that no matter what happens, it is all for your best. Like, it is all for your highest good so that you can learn something. My suggestion with this is, either self-reflection through talking to yourself, through journaling, however that feels for you, or talking to someone that you feel that you can trust, and just kind of just express yourself about these things and have an outlet to actually just get a way of expression, and then leave it as it is and know that you were able to decipher it in your own way. It's just a simple sense of expression through your own duality of who you choose to be, and navigating that as you need to. And then alignment is, pretty straightforward. Is just finding your center. As I said, the more that you really come to that middle part of who you are, and you really find that core of truth within you, the more you'll feel alignment. And it is kind of like one of those things where, like I said, you'll feel like you're shaking in two different ways, or you're just feeling like things will throw you off. Alignment is so important that you just gain this wisdom, that that there's a place to come back to. And it can be challenging. So like I said, patience is so key with this. Do not feel like you are doing anything wrong. Do not feel like you're having to do anything right. You're just having to find your own sense of balance within this. And that is the alignment. And it's kind of like, the more that you go within yourself, the more you'll realize that alignment is just you comprehending your light and dark side and accepting it for all that it is, and not trying to force yourself to be anything different, right? Hopefully that kind of, made sense to you. And Visca Pisces, I think that's how you say it, like I said, is the last card. It does feel like you're coming into this alignment and infusion of coherence with your heart, okay? You're starting to realize that the journey you want to lead isn't just to take a journey, isn't just to, go to some place that you feel like you need to go. It is actually where your heart is leading you. It does feel like, with the heart in the middle of this imagery, this sense of you actually merging with your heart, your mind, your soul, coming into your own awareness of who you want to become. And this is ultimately wrapping yourself in this beautiful bubble of protection to move forward with these steps, because you actually feel aligned with it. So this is such a beautiful reading of you taking your confidence and using it to actually develop into a journey that you've been wanting to take through your own truth of your core of your heart, that will lead you exactly where you need to be at this time. But trust that you are also in the now current moment exactly where you need to be. So that is your reading, Divine Soul. And I do hope that you take that as you need to, and receive what you may have needed to take away from the reading, whether that be guidance, clarity. As always, I simply just wish to offer a new perspective, and to maybe remind you of things that you may have needed to be reminded of, so that it can just support you along your path and journey. As always, it is simply just a gift to show up for those who wish to receive, and an abundance of joy to simply be able to be a messenger for these readings. So do take what you need to, and I wish you all the best on your journey, and have a beautiful rest of your day.